Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out HBAR. And if you remember, in the previous video, we were right around this area. And the idea was that even if we get another move up in Hedera, at that point, we should be cautiously optimistic because there's a good chance we may have, starting from this point, an A, B, C in form of either a running flat or an expanded flat, depending on whether we are going to take this high about 21.5 cents or not, which into our C leg of flat structure, we are allowed to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you remember, the reason for why overall I was a bit cautious was because in this phase, I couldn't really find a clear cut impulse on the downside. So what happened? We didn't get a move up, and instead from this point, we got a very strong move on the downside. And in terms of classic technical analysis, meaning support and resistances, we unfortunately got a very clear break of this important support area, which is definitely not a good sign. Now, at the moment, here is what I have to tell you. I think we can now safely assume that this was a corrective movement into our wave 4 in form of a running flat, and we need to be able to find starting from, I think, yes, probably this high, a very clear impulsive structure on the downside. And here is what I have in my mind. Let's actually start counting waves from this point. I'm thinking this might be wave 1, correction for 2, and then 5 down into wave 3 to about here. The current move up might be a corrective movement into 4. And what are we going to have if this is in play? Okay, another move down into wave 5. Now, I'm going to be optimistic in HBAR and not say that maybe these are like a series of 1-2s. Let's just say instead, in the interest of being again a bit optimistic, this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, and on a higher degree, a correction started from this point, and it might be in form of an A, B, C running flat. Now, if this is the case, then okay, I think we can say maybe in Hedera, we are having a wave 1 running flat into wave 2. This current big move down, it's going to be into a wave 3 correction for 4. And then we are going to have one more move down into wave 5. And hopefully, at that point, we are going to hit some sort of a bottom. So for now, I would like to argue, as long as in Hedera, we are not seeing a very strong move in order to get back above this important region and also take all the highs in here, we need to be a bit careful because there's a good chance, according at least to this scenario, our move down may not be over yet. Now, this doesn't mean that right in here in Hedera, it's actually a short opportunity. In fact, in terms of classic TA, meaning support and resistances, Hedera is about to reach to a very, very important support, which is from weekly and daily time frame at the same time. And the lower band of this thing is about, let's say, 12.5 cents, and the higher band of it is somewhere around 15.5 cents. So for now, I think it's kind of safe to assume, as long as we're not proven otherwise, we're gonna have maybe like some more moves on the downside like this. But at that point, when we reach to about here, I do not want to see HBAR getting a break of this important level, because if we do break it, that means bears do have a lot of power. And also the recovery phase, meaning getting back above this level in order to continue our bull run, is going to take some time. But for now, let's not talk about that kind of bearish possibilities. Let's just say for the first step in HBAR, we're going to reach to about here, meaning we're going to have probably another 10 to 15% move down. And then we will see where we go from there. And hopefully in this area, we are going to have our final low and see some optimistic bullish structures. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in HBAR's price chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.